deal. I'm Jaws on the beat, I got a flow that kills. Do my ting with a few G's, Lauren Hill.
What's up guys, it's Unders and we are in Logic, and in today's video we're going to look at how we can use the Logic de-esser to help control some of those plosives and S sounds in a track. And then when you've got that track all ready to go and be released, today's channel sponsor can help you out with that next step.
And a big thanks to the channel sponsor, Distrokid. Distrokid is a music distribution service and the best way to get your music out to all of the modern streaming services fast, efficiently, and within an independent artist's budget. Check out the description below for a discount today.
So this is the track we're going to be using. I'm going to use it as an example today, and I've highlighted a small section because the first part hasn't got any S sounds or plosives that we need, but then the latter part has. And the reason that we would do that as a kind of reference is when we're actually de-essing those key areas, we want to make sure it's also not affecting the other areas that already sounded great. So I'm just going to play through the loop so we can hear what we're working with. Okay, and the vocal track itself is relatively simple. We've just got these two layers going here, and what we've got is a track here, which is just the vocals. Frozen to the core, thoughts of you, there's a linger, longing for the darkness and leaving a whisper. Bring my love back. Now in this instance they're a double up, so when we've got the S sounds coming in, we're going to want it on both of them. So what I would actually do, I would look at doing this on the bus itself, and we de-ess them all together. I like to work on the bus and get the bus sounding great before we fix any problems specifically on the vocal channel. So let's just load up a Logic's de-esser. Now I'd always put this pretty early in the chain, and you can see I've already got a complex chain going on here. What we can do is just highlight over here, and we get this little blue bar above everything. If we click on that, we're going to be able to put the de-esser in above everything else. So we've loaded up Logic's de-esser too. It's quite small, we can just resize it, which is a nice touch. We can see nicely what's going on here. So it works a lot like a compressor, but only in a really specific area. So let's just have a look and see what it's doing. Heart is on my sleeve, love is cold down in winter, frozen to the core, thoughts of you. So you can see here the detection and the reduction. Bring my love and it caught that clear whisper just here. Love is cold down in winter, frozen to the core, thoughts of you, there's a linger, longing for the darkness and leaving a whisper. Bring my love back. However, it's maybe taking it a little bit too much, and that's going to be because of the reduction value and the threshold. Now, equally, there are two ways that we can look at this as well. Right now, we've got this filter type here, which is kind of a bell curve. We can have this so it applies to all of the high end as well. And let's check out the difference for that. And you'll find it probably takes a lot of the shine off the vocals, but this can be useful for something like drums. And yes, de-essers are really good for clashing cymbal sounds. Heart is on my sleeve, love is cold down in winter, frozen to the core, thoughts of you, there's a linger, longing for the darkness and leaving a whisper. Bring my love back. Heart is on my sleeve, love is cold down in winter, frozen to the core, thoughts of you, there's a linger, longing for the darkness and leaving a whisper. Bring my love back. Heart is on my sleeve, love is cold down in winter, frozen to the core, thoughts of you. Hopefully you can hear that they're taking all of the high end out from 7K upwards does take some of the shine off the vocal. So in this case, we want to use the bell curve. We've then got the range type of that. We can have split or wide band. This really determines how much area it's going to pull down based on our frequency up here. Now, a really good way to find out the right area is to loop over something that's got our S sound. So we know that's near the end here. Bring my love back, leaving a whisper. And the filter solo, if we switch that on, now we can only hear the frequency and the filter coming through here. If we change it to wide, here we can hear the differences. So we can use the frequency to really nail down in those key areas. Let's highlight it so it's a very small loop. Bring my love back, leaving a whisper. Bring my love back, leaving a whisper. Bring my love back, leaving a whisper. In this case, sort of 7,400 roughly is going to be pretty good. It's taking this down around 6 dB. That's not too bad, but I'm going to change the max reduction because I don't want it to ever go beyond that. So we change the max reduction to be something like 9. And we can see it's put a marker in there. We can also adjust it with the marker just here. Now that's a key area that we do want it to really bring that down and control it. But it's also catching in some other places.
Heart is on my sleeve, love is cold down in winter, frozen to the core, thoughts of you, there's a linger, longing for the
But it's really only capturing the S sounds, which is perfect. So let's A and B that control and really focus your ear in on the S sounds, and I'll have it off. I'll then bring it back in and I'll take it away again. Hopefully you can hear how the dynamic changes just around those key sibilances.
Heart is on my sleeve, love is cold down in winter, frozen to the core, thoughts of you, there's a linger, longing for the darkness to leave in a whisper, bring my love back. Heart is on my sleeve, love is cold down in winter, frozen to the core, thoughts of you, there's a linger, longing for the darkness to leave in a whisper, bring my love back. Heart is on my sleeve, love is cold down in winter, frozen to the core, thoughts of you, there's a linger, longing for the darkness to leave in a whisper, bring my love back.
And that, guys, is how we can dial in the de-esser to control plosives and sibilant sounds in a vocal when we're mixing. Hope the video has been helpful for you, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one.